From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been dreadful against the run. They're getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
On for the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Gain of 12 yards.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Second and 5.
Second and 5 at the Rams' 36-yard line.
Again, it's Hampton. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Tough spot here. Third down and 11. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. What do they have for this? Third and 11. Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
No move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
380. Delta.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Home troops right. Lion. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the first carry here for the running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. Now he takes it there for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Rams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive with double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Over the dime, worked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
12, bang, 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 21, bang, bang. 59.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ram. 80. Ram.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Set. Go.
Try to run for it with Hampton. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
29-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
380. Line. Ready.
going to give to Hampton. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A run once more with Hampton. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play action. It's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Rams.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because
the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I'm playing?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. And then making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Going to be taken.
And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers.
He's got room at the 30.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!"
And he's in for the Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 30 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. His guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
The Rams offense offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On the jump.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
For that, we'll see the end here this first half. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ready.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
J.K. Scott.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, fighting off the defender. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught at the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They'll look to throw here. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Back to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jalen Hyatt as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Here's Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Let's go, let's go. Home the troops right. Let's go, let's go. 21.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think on behalf of that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Kappa.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Yeah, he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That came. Out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience, when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Open man right side, that's McConkey.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And the Chargers.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A 6-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered,
Second and
they have to feel
4.
pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
This is 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of
Nice
20.
third down conversion and even 20 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it brings up third down. He'll
look to throw. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw.
Hyatt there to grab it.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
12 yards on the play. But it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the Chargers' 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 2-2 Atwell. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Back to throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what... that's about. Back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Quarterback sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Here's a
2nd and 5.
At the 16-yard line.
They work inside here. Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Ram McConkey with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's quickly to Atwell on a slant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. This is 3rd and goal. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Robbing the coverage, we just saw him break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Up the middle they go. Cormier. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, going a quick slant or something like that.
And running with power here. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
When you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they've got to feel good about this performance.